second month does nothing to me. I have nothing.
I'm not working with them. I don't want to work with them.
I get paid $4,500 a month. We could start today.
All right, guys, I think we're about to close the first fucking brand. Let's go. All right, we got the call right now. I'm about to hop on. I'm going to show you guys the live footage. Like I said, this is a brand deal that I found off LinkedIn. I have my other brand deals that I'm still following up with that I'll probably pull in, but talked to the guy this weekend. He said they want to run it. So we'll see, and we'll try to get this invoice paid. And let's fucking make some money. Let's get this first brand deal closed. Let's fucking go. What's up, man? How you doing? Chick, you're on the hop on the call. I know we just chopped it up briefly over text as far as the deal I proposed for you guys' company and the brand. And I don't know, were you able to check out those examples as well that I sent as far as the content that I would make similar to your guys' brand?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't want to, like when you kept asking that, I wanted to make it as simple as much as possible because there's really no like true strategy as far as when you're making this content. It's just kind of really seeing what's already out there that's worked in the past and recreating that with adding your own twist and your own hook. And that's where that hook comes from, the creativity from the creator in itself. So that's just certain things that you just can't teach, you know?
Got it. Yeah, I understand. The examples you send me, like the one that it's revival shoe, right?
I believe so. Something, yeah, like that.
Yeah, it wasn't really UGC. I mean, it was sort of UGC, but it was also, I feel like there was some editing going on in the video. Is that what you're gonna be doing? Perhaps like with some of our content, or like we have a lot of content, even unreleased, but I don't know what you're thinking. Like you're gonna shoot everything and do everything?
Yeah, so I'm not doing UGC style content. That was just an example, just to get an idea of like what the content could be. But the editing side of things, UGC is only tailored towards paid ads, meaning brands get one-off pieces of content to run paid ads for. In this case, this is organic, so I'm gonna make content that just feels native and organic with less of editing and more of just showing the product. And maybe that could be me using it in the day-to-day. Maybe it could be me getting ready and putting an outfit on and then showing the shoes being something that is versatile that you can wear with anything. It's just being able to get creative and have fun with it. It's not really like, highly edited, highly production style of content.
Okay. Because the revival show, I feel like it was highly edited. What do you think?
They had a mix between both. If you actually go through their entire page, not every video is like that. That's why I sent that page over as an example.
Okay. And do you see how Revival, like, even from their first post, it got like hundreds of thousands, or I don't know, like what is it that's making, like, do you foresee that for us?
I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to testing, man. Like, I can't really say, like, yeah, do I see this for you guys? It's just being able to see what's already working out in the market and then kind of trying to test and run it from there. The reason why I see that as a good example, because it's a shoe. I look at it more through a broader lens, like not just it being the grounding shoe, but it being a shoe in itself, to show like there are people out there that will purchase, something within the shoe niche on TikTok.
Okay. So should we put any type of expectations, like, should we put any type of expectations, like even for you as a consultant, like in 3 months, hey, we're not even breaking even. Hey, maybe it's our brand, right? I'm not saying it's you, but is there any expectations of like?
Yeah. I like to mention, like I mentioned this when we were texting. I want to look at it in a 3 month time horizon, but also I want to kind of see how the first month goes, where I don't want you guys to fully commit to 3 months, not saying things can't go well the first month, but usually it's kind of more of a trying to feel for the content and kind of see what we can do differently, what content can change up, what styles can we test. And then from there, kind of just slowly auditing and looking at different ways on how we can improve within the first month. And then the second month, okay, let's say the first month we find this out, second month we double down and we start getting sales. So it really all depends. I try to not look so far out from a three month time horizon. I try to stay more as in within that first month to see what we can do, and then kind of play it from there and revisit it second month and see how everything looks. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to commit to a 3 month term when that's not the case yet.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we would do this because we're expecting this to be something long term,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. I agree.
We wouldn't, like, it's not like, you know, okay, 2K, let's start this, and then at the end of the month, it's not good, or it didn't work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you know, like, that would for us, that's more than 2K. It's 2K in cash, it's time, it's because if you were to tell, like, if you were to tell me, like, hey, I can't promise sales or X expectations, then I could be like, okay, then maybe, hold on, maybe we start this not just yet, because we don't have a big load of cash in the bank, and maybe I just, before putting more money in, focus on, like, hey, the brand right now, it has, like, low expenses, right? There are about like $1,000 a month. I can focus, let it stay kind of like where it is right now until I raise capital, until I have 2 cars in Ecuador that I'm about to sell that I believe that it's going to give us a cushion of money to, like, to really, push forward strong, where I can then tell you, like, hey, we have a nice cushion. It's a good, but right now it's really tight. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm not going to be happy if, like, in a month from now we're testing and didn't even break even or nothing, or hey, let's test this now. Like, I'm going to be like, hey, look, it would be more prudent to, like, hey, let's do that a couple months from now when I have more cash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the reasoning behind waiting, just because in a couple months from now, you guys just TikToking me in a total different position. Definitely understand where you're coming from as far as putting the cash up front and not really seeing anything, but I also want to set the expectations and completely transparent to every brand owner I speak to that you're not, the first month, things don't just happen overnight. You got to realize you guys are starting from ground up. So regardless of if you start now to 3 months later, you will still go through the same exact process, regardless. That is just that's the nature of the game.
I understand that. So I rather go and start that process 3 months later with more of a cushion with cash than right now when I'm not ready to cover other expenses and other, right? Like,
I mean, the thing is with your guys' product, like, given the fact that I found that example that showing the shoe can work, things can happen within the first month. Like, I'm not saying it cannot. I don't know if you want me to I'm definitely willing to put some type of guarantee into place if that makes you feel better. As far as giving you guys a second month of free if I don't hit a certain amount of views within the first month. So then you get 2 months for the price of 1. More than willing to do that then. Just because I can understand where you're coming from a brand owner standpoint and cash flow with it being tight, and you guys are still trying to have investors come into the company, but I'm more than willing to put something like that together if that makes more sense for you, where it's okay, first month doesn't go well, but guess what, he didn't hit what he said for the view count or whatever it may be for the guarantee the first month. We'll get the second month for free without having to pay anything for that second month and worry about, okay, do we have to pay this guy another 2K?
All right, and then how so, like, hey, if we go, hey, okay, let's start, green light, boom, transfer. What would be like a realistic schedule of, like, obviously you might need some, like, time to put everything together and stuff. What's that process?
Yeah, so once we get payment, everything taken care of, man, we'll get product sent out. and then I'll create the separate page, and then probably after I receive product, we get going. It's pretty straightforward, man.
So if you had the product today, payment went through, you would like tomorrow get going?
We're running it.
Huh?
Yes. Yep. Right then and there, bro. Right then and there.
And it would be like UGC style, like
Native. Nope. It's just native content. Like native content. Content that just feels right and native to a user. The UGC, like I mentioned, man, that's tailored towards if you're putting paid ads, meaning there's just a lot more structure to a video where it seems like an ad. With TikTok, when you're growing organically, you don't want that feeling. You want it just to feel as if you're scrolling past your For You page and yo, I see this cool shoe that these people offer. Let me check out their page.
I don't want to get into anything that's like, you know, if we do this, it's because I believe in you and I'm betting on you. And like I said, like for me, if we were to start this 3 months from now, and you're like, hey, no, like we need to go at this for a few months, you know, to really, then I'd be like, all right, let's go at, let me sell these 2 cars, let me have a little bit more cash, and let's go at this in a few months. Then if we go at this now, and then, yeah, I'm just like, and it's not, and you know, I understand, and I'm grateful that you said that you'll do the second month, if you know, you'll add it if we're all not happy with the expectations, but then, you know, again, it just goes back to like, okay, at the end of the second month, what if we're at the same place, right? And it hasn't made us any money, and we're at the same place, right? Like, what decision do we do then?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think you're thinking too far out. I mean, if you're already getting the first month that you paid for, and the second month, I mean, that's just something we can't really see far out yet. I mean, you just can't. I'm sorry, but that's just not the way it works with TikTok. We can't see that far out. It's just, you can't do that because anything's destined to happen within those first month or two. It's not more as in what happens if this. I mean, what happens if this? I mean, that's something we just have to come across when that comes. But I mean, given the fact that if you're getting the same amount of videos amongst those 2 months, it's very possible. Anything can happen. But I don't ever view it, oh, what if the second month, I mean, I can't really think, what if the second month this happens if the first month's not even started yet?
Is there...
These dudes are paying.
All right, so we looked at... So Revival was it was a reference, but is there anything better you could show me that like, hey, look, this is like a couple months versus 1 month, whatever?
I mean, like I said, dude, I mean, I can't get any more complicated than this. I mean, to be completely honest with you, that's just a style. I can't, as a creator, sit back and continuously tell you like, yo, this is exact. I'm told you like the styles that we can test. This is how most brands win, allowing the creators to test and make the content. I can't sit and tell you a set style of what I'm wanting to do because it won't work in your guys' favor. If you allow the creator to be the creator and make the content and show and go off as displaying your product the way he thinks already, that's how you win. I mean, me showing you that shoe company, it was just a prime example of me showing you a shoe company can work. That's all.
No, for sure. Hey, I understand that. We work with influencers and creators, and when we work with them, we know exactly what we're choosing, and we can see it because we're choosing their page and they're already popping.
But like I said, man, if this is something where you don't see the vision into it and not wanting to really start it, I mean, completely understand it. Like I mentioned, I offer that guarantee regardless if you start it now or later. You don't lose anything starting now. So. I mean, man, let's do this. If the price is like one of the biggest things that you're worried about, which I can completely understand given the fact that you guys are newly and still trying to run the investment, what if we just do a straight fee of 1K, just the first month, just to see how things go, if that gives you more cushion? Because I think, like I said, the shoe itself shows me that there's potential, just given the fact that the example I sent you, it's just allowing, like, you have to believe in and knowing that the content that's going to be put out there, you have to allow the creator to flow.
Yeah, no, I'm with that. I'm totally with that. I just don't want to burn 1K, and if it doesn't, if it, you know, if in a month from now it does nothing, right?
Where you're still gonna have the guarantee, so you're getting half the price, and you're still having that guarantee. I'm not taking away the guarantee.
I'm sorry?
I said you would still have that first month, which is 1K, then you still have the guarantee.
Yeah, but what value do I get that I still have a first month of what if it did nothing for me? If the first month does nothing for me, what do I have?
You have the second month, and you have the
second month does nothing to me. I have nothing, Kahinde.
I mean, like I said, you're not allowing the content to even get started. Like anything can happen. Anything's bound to happen. What you gain from it all at the end of the day is content that you have for your guys' brand, a presence which you guys lack at the current moment, and also the guaranteed in place if nothing does happen within that first month. There's everything that happens with it. There's everything that comes with that. Regardless, if you want to grow on this app, you have to be willing to invest into doing that for a good creator, and that's just plain and simple. If you have the mindset of going into it, if nothing happens, you're right, nothing will happen. 100%. In order to see any of that, you have to first get a good creator and start off from there, and then you move from there, and then you progress to then you can make those judgments and statements about what if this happens, what if this happens. But in the meantime, I fucking can't with this dude. I can't. I'm gonna hang up. Huh? I wanna hang up. I'm gonna do it in 3 months, then we can potentially revisit that then. But like I said, I'm not gonna push you to want to get onto TikTok. If it's something that you don't believe in to do, then we can move forward from there. Because I have to jump short for a call anyways. All right, man, take care.
Bye.
Holy fucking shit.
Damn.
That dude, bro, fucking.
That was bad.
That just gave me.
Was that the shoe brand?
Yeah, he's, bro. I already had it, like, bro.
Did you fish the 2K? Or?
Bro, yeah, he just fucking, bro, I can't out with that dude. Holy shit.
So he was just skeptical because he didn't have like end results?
Yes, bro. This is what comes with this shit. And this dude was just, bro, like, you won't deal with a typical person like this at all in this game. Like, this dude, like, first off, if a brand's not willing to want to pay right off the bat for a good talented creator, then 9 times out of 10, they're gonna hit you with shit like that. I sat on the call for about 40 minutes of him not, bro.
It was 40 minutes?
Bro, yeah. No, bro. It's part of the game. Part of the game. I'm not working with him. I don't want to work with him. Look, Braindale thought it was going in, but maybe sometimes you can't set expectations too early. So, yeah. I don't want to work with that brand. Don't want to work with him. Just his vibe and everything like that. So on to the next one. I even counter offer him. Like, the original payment was 2K and 2K with no guarantee, and he was still hesitant. So I bumped it down to 1K and still was going to give him a second month guarantee. Yeah, just broke mindset overall. I mean, at the end of the day, you shouldn't be in business if you can't even invest $1,000 into your company. So, like I said, lesson learned, and you will deal with this in this industry. So,
All right, you guys will be able to see the past call that I had, kind of go into how that call was absolutely AIDS. As you can see, a little, not stressed out, but like, just like, fuck. I didn't get my expectation too high, just based off the text. I was like, you know, I'm gonna close this dude until I get on the call. Bro sounded like a freaking zombie, so whatever, on to the next deal. But this is why we follow up. So that one brand deal, that a call I had the other day, what I had those 2 back-to-back, one was a supplement company. I shot him a text 15 minutes ago. Hey bro, were you able to take a look at this proposal? Can you hop back on the call tomorrow? Best keep. He said, brother, thank you for sending it over. I've reviewed it with the team and we're interested in the second package. Could we start on the second package at $4,500 a month? We could start today. Thank you. Yeah, I know what time it is, man. So basically the packages I sent over was taking over 2 of his accounts and posting on each side, on each account, or just, I might counter offer and just do 1 account and do it for 2K, but we'll see, just because I don't want to have take on a ton of workload. But just when we thought we were going down, that's when we go up. So I'm gonna send it over and see what's up, but hopefully we can get them for $4,500 or even 2K. So I'll keep you guys updated.
And here's another thing I want to piggyback on with that whole call, just because it was just you won't really come across a person like that. But it was more as in like he kept pushing for like a case study, and I'm like, yo, I can show you examples of other brands that are crushing it, but I can't really show you a case study because he doesn't know that I'm doing this challenge. But yeah, bro, like I said, kind of little like this, cause fuck, I thought I was gonna get him, but bro, just from the jump when I was texting him and sending voice message, I kind of got the vibe. I just didn't know how bad it was. But on to the next.
We're here for reporting live from Fort Myers here. I'm just kidding. What was today? Today, it's midnight right now. Today was an okay day. We didn't really do a ton of outreach. We had that Brando call, as you guys seen, and that call was full of aides. As you can see the frustration within the video, you can see my facial expressions change a ton, but like I said, it's a part of the game. But like I mentioned in the beginning, we did end up getting that other guy who said, yo, let's run it with the 4,500. Basically playing a little counter offer game with him because he wants a certain amount of videos and something about, he's like, yo, you got another creator and I'm trying to keep the deal just solely for me. So I pitched him 3K instead, and we're gonna get on a call with the CEO tomorrow. So hopefully we can lock that in. I'm not gonna set my expectations because I did that with the first brand deal. I thought I closed yesterday on the call, whatever you wanna call it. This one, we're gonna go on a call with the CEO. We're gonna actually solidify it, give him everything that he needs, and then we'll celebrate. But yeah, not too bad of a day. It was productive. We had a ton of calls and then we got a positive response. But tomorrow we're going AWOL with outreach. So that's it. Not too much, but see you guys in the next one.